Hello and welcome to another Just Watched, everyone. I'm Devin. Always with me is Billy on these episodes.
Woo!
And so this is kind of interesting because I watched this previously, but I felt like we really need to do an episode on it. And if you looked at the title, you know what we're talking about. It's the new Mortal Kombat movie.
Yay!
So we're going to test our might and see how well we can review this.
Yep.
So, Mortal Kombat, I guess, if you haven't played the games, why are you watching this movie?
Yeah.
That's really the first thing.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I haven't played a few of the games.
Yeah. I've been a huge fan from the start of the games, but I kind of fell out when they rebooted the universe.
Yeah. And brought in guest characters.
Nah, like they've always been doing that for a little bit, but
Yeah. No worries.
when they started throwing in the horror-themed monsters, that I kind of fell out after that one.
Yeah, that was the last one I bought, the one with Leatherface, so...
Yeah. I think that's the last one I played, too. But, yeah. And we got a new guy that's just for the movie purpose only.
Yeah, I like my comparison, so they just Resident Evil'd it.
Yeah, really. For the Resident Evil movies, they put a main character in.
Yeah, and I had nothing to do with the...
Nothing to do with the games. It's just, we needed someone to focus the plot around.
Yeah.
And could we get even a worse person?
Yeah, I mean...
Former MMA champion, Cole, I don't know his last name because I didn't care enough to learn it.
I don't think...
Oh, they mentioned it a few times.
Oh, shit. Whatever the bloodline.
Yeah. Oh, that he doesn't have his bloodline last name. We'll get into that
Okay.
in a moment.
Oh.
But yeah, so he's supposed to be the
Great.
No, we're not going to get into that. I meant like for
Oh.
the plot purpose.
Okay, so...
He's supposed to be like the underdog character that's new to this world.
Yeah.
That's been thrust upon him, and he's supposed to believe everything he's told.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he doesn't believe it, things get shown to him. It's like, yeah, no, you should really believe us.
Yeah, it's like...
Shit's about to get real.
Yeah, and he, like, without joking, this is going down.
Yeah. And, yeah. So let's go through the opening scene, because this kind of... We have to talk about this before we get into the actual movie.
A big build-up in the open scene.
Yeah. So, for any Mortal Kombat fan out there, you know the biggest rivalry in that series is Scorpion versus Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
Everything references that, even the original movies.
Yeah.
So, of course, our opening scene is in the past in, I want to say feudal Japan, but that's not accurate, but it might as well be that way.
Yeah.
Back when we had ninjas running around and you lived in the paper houses.
Good analogy.
That's
Yeah,
whatever
wrong.
timeline that is, or if that's fantasy, that's fine with me. But yeah, we focus on Scorpion or Hanzo's life. Yeah, forgive me if I can't pronounce the last name or the name.
No, that is fair.
But he's living a peaceful life, and then his family is attacked by the Lin Kuei, the ice ninjas. One being the soon-to-be Sub-Zero, which is Bai something? Bai Hun or something?
Yeah, like... hard for me to remember the name.
Yeah, it's very hard to remember names because they throw a lot at you.
Yeah, like...
Also, keep in mind that the opening scene is subtitled. They speak Japanese.
Yeah.
Which, props for being authentic and keeping it... That's what they would... how they would talk to each other.
Yeah, they were just not, like, had bad, like, dubbed or anything. It's like, yeah, no, they speak. Okay.
No, they speak Japanese, and you gotta read subtitles if you don't know Japanese.
Yeah.
I would like to have someone who knows how to speak Japanese actually listen in and see if that's actually what they said.
Yeah. Or it's just, like, some joke.
Yeah. Or if it was just gibberish and they subtitled it as such. Because that'd make me more mad if you didn't actually use Japanese.
Oh, yeah, no.
But I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt and assume they use proper Japanese. Anyways, So, they have the fight. If anyone knows how the fight should end, Hanzo dies. However, though, Hanzo has a family who should have died, but apparently we're going to rewrite that script, and his daughter survives.
Yeah.
And the daughter will start his bloodline, and we cut to current day where his bloodline ends up being Cole, who is, again, a former MMA fighter and now is fighting for matches for $200 a match.
Yeah, like last minute.
Last minute entry and usually a punching bag.
Yeah. Don't you tap?
Tap there. Next character we're introduced to is Jax.
Yeah.
And Jax has both his arms.
Yeah. To
start with. So, already immediately you know what's going to happen to Jax.
Yeah.
Something's going to happen, he's going to lose them arms.
Yeah. At least they show them, on like Annihilation.
Annihilation, they don't show it because they're add-ons.
Yeah.
This is where I have props for this movie for showing. No, Jax's arms are prosthetics.
Yeah.
Not enhancers.
Yeah, not just like covered over his hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I never, like I said, I didn't play too much of the game, so I didn't really understand.
No, so, yeah, you're running off movie logic, which is a scary place to be, really.
Yeah.
But I'll help you through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Sub-Zero actually is attacking champions and killing them so that Earthrealm can't field a team to fight in the tournament, which...
They can just, like, come in, rule, and take the souls.
Yeah, basically, you forfeit the tournament, and this is the last tournament we need to win.
Yeah.
You know, the plot from the first movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we're not going to go into the tournament, we're going to go pre-tournament.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So Sub-Zero attacks Jax, freezes off his arms.
Yeah.
And...
Ouch.
Yeah, that would suck.
It's like, man, is that the worst case of frostbite
ever? Please don't freeze my arms. No. Moving on. So, Cole is told by Jax to go meet Sonya Blade, who doesn't have a mark, which is very important, because she is a main character in the series.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting that she wouldn't be a chosen champion in this.
Yeah, like, 'cause I was wondering that, 'cause, like, was she, like, a chosen champion in the video games?
Yeah. She was one of the original starting characters.
Yeah. I knew she was the original one, because, like I said, the original movie.
Oh, yeah, no. She's an important character. She's been in every Mortal Kombat game.
Yeah.
So, just to kind of brush her off as, no, she's there, but she's not a chosen champion.
No.
But we'll get into why that is in a moment. And Kano was there as well.
Yeah. Which, I do like.
I do like the actor playing Kano. They really made him the scum of the earth and fun in that regard.
Yeah.
Like, you're supposed to hate Kano, and he really knows the buttons to push for the audience.
Oh, yeah, no.
While also making him kind of endearing.
I think he was my favorite character.
He was good.
Yeah.
And we gave him the Australian accent, which is always a sell.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we team up with Kano because he's also a chosen champion. Because he killed one guy who had the mark, so he inherited the championship because that's how that works.
Yeah.
Which makes sense if you're a chosen champion. If you get your ass kicked by someone else, they should be the chosen champion.
Because I think was it Sonya tracked him down?
Yeah, Sonya was tracking down champions and was going to track down the guy that Kano killed, but Kano killed her before she got to him. So instead, she kidnaps takes Kano into custody. Really,
I like custody. Just like
ties him up in a chair in a room.
Yeah.
In her house. like, basically kidnapped.
Yeah.
So, those are that. And then we head to the Temple of Raiden.
Yeah. I do like when they show, like how the past champions.
Yeah.
Because at least I knew at least one of the characters.
Yep.
I'm like, Nightwolf.
Yep. So yeah, there's a lot of, in the background, if you played the games, you're going to see a lot of characters that you're like, I know who that is. It's unfortunate that they're not actually in this movie, but it's a nice nod to them.
Yeah, because it'd be, like, I can see why, like, they just had to pick certain characters being, because you'll populate with the characters.
Oh, God. If we had to include everyone in the roster...
This would be a 3-part movie.
This would be a 3-part, more than a 3-part movie, and people would be dropping left, right, and center just to fit out the cast.
Yeah.
Anyways, so on our way to the temple, we meet Liu Kang, who is actually acknowledges his powers, and with him is Kung Lao, who is not in any of the movies.
No, I never. Because I was trying to remember.
He's in the second game and not in the third one. He comes in and out of the games.
Yeah, he shows up when he wants to.
Yeah, but yeah, him and Liu Kang are also in their own spin-off game, the Shaolin Monks game.
Okay.
Yeah. You play. It's a teammate game where you play as each other, but I'll get into that on.
Yeah, another time.
Yeah, that's not what we're here to talk about.
No, like then you get to explain that to me after
the
recording.
You can explain that to me when I care, which will be never. Anyways, so we have Kung Lao also, and of course we have to have Raiden.
Yeah. Which I do like Kung Lao's hat.
Yeah, that's his selling point, is he has a frisbee hat.
Yeah. It's like,
which is also bladed and does some really neat tricks.
So think Odd Job James Bond, but a lot more
deadly.
Yeah.
So we gotta talk about Raiden, because we didn't mention a few things about him.
Yeah.
So Raiden's in the opening cutscene. He finds the daughter of Han.
Yeah.
And takes her to his temple and raises her as a monk, is what I'm assuming. They don't really explain.
Yeah, they didn't really explain, like, what happened, like...
All we know is that the bloodline lived because Raiden stepped in.
Yeah.
And eventually reveals this to Cole, and Cole's like, yeah, you are from the bloodline of one of the greatest ninjas that walked the earth.
Yeah, and how can you suck this back?
Yeah, how can you be this terrible?
Embarrassment.
Yeah, go home. Go home, Cole. That's literally what he did.
Yeah.
Anyways, on our villain roster...
Which, like, I like you get the names, because I'm...
Yeah. So... just trying to get names proper down here, but...
The multi-fist guy, like a...
Goro. So we always have to have Goro, because he's a big player.
Cabal?
Cabal, which was an interesting one, because he's not a huge player, but he is very tied to Jack, Sonya, and Kano.
Okay.
So it made sense. That story where Kano put him in an iron lung is basically this actual story.
Okay, I was wondering that. Like,
basically, I believe, if I remember right, Cabal was running the Black Dragons, and then Kano backstabs him and takes control.
It seems like something you would do.
Yeah. Melina.
Mouth Girl.
Mouth Girl.
Yeah. Mouth Girl, Flying Girl.
Mouth Girl.
Yeah.
Flying Girl is Nakia, I believe is her name. Starts with an N, and she doesn't live long enough to be remembered, unfortunately.
Yeah, no. Hammer guy.
Oh, Reiko.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember him from the games, though.
Okay.
I'm sure he is, and I just... Probably because he's just big, dumb hammer guy. That's why I don't remember him.
Yeah, plus it's probably like, well, we gotta get some villains in this.
Yeah. But from the villain rosters, there's so many others they can pick, so if they had to make up someone, that's a shame.
Yeah.
But I feel Reiko was in there.
Somewhere.
And obviously Sang Shang. Which is the sorcerer guy.
Yeah. Sorry, I do remember it was just briefly mentioned the news game came out. I think they get the actor who played him in the movie.
Oh, nice.
The original movie.
That's actually pretty cool.
I think. Don't quote me on that.
Don't quote Billy on that, but he did do a good job of playing Sang Shang. But...
Yeah. No, like, so the evil sorcerer guy, yeah.
Yeah. So, there's our... And Sub-Zero, apparently, is going to be one of our villains.
Yeah.
Which is...
Was he villain?
That's a hard question to ask. Because there's technically 2 Sub-Zeros in the main story plot. There's original Sub-Zero who worked with the baddies, but dies. But then his brother takes up the mantle of Sub-Zero, but then joins the good guys.
Okay.
And then in the reboot, they made Sub-Zero a villain again. So.
Oh, was it?
Oh, and Reptile.
Reptile, yeah. Shit.
Yeah,
I was thinking Reptile, and I just said something.
Which I do like because they actually gave Reptile the reptile look, not green scorpion. And I'm not going to go too much into the plot of the movie.
No.
Because I feel like if you're a Mortal Kombat fan, you should watch it just... Also, there's really not much plot to talk about.
No,
it's we gotta fight together to save the world.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically the game.
It's basically the game's done in a movie form.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of blood in this.
There is a lot of blood. They actually nailed the gore content of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, like the
original movies.
Yeah.
Who kind of shied away from. There's a lot of neck snapping and, like, just people falling over dead in the original movies.
Yeah.
Or suddenly just not there anymore. And this one, no, we see, like, hearts get ripped out. We see people get cut in half.
Yeah.
We've seen
heads
getting smashed in.
Yeah, no, like, lots of violence.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, this is what I wanted to actually segue to, is the special effects.
Yeah, no, like...
You knew... This is where the budget went, in my mind.
Yeah, no, like... Because, like I said, like, compared to the original 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Which...
We see a lot more actual fatalities, like Kano doing the heart rip out.
Yeah. And
Jack smashing someone's head in.
Yeah, well, when Kano does the heart rip, it's like, hey, Kano wins.
Yeah. They always followed it up with a quote from what would be the movie, or from the game.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah. Flawless victory. Fatality for Kong Lao.
Yeah. And you knew it was coming in here somewhere.
Get over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get into that scene. That's our final climax fight.
Yeah.
So, the special effects, the fight choreography in fight scenes. How'd you feel about them?
I mean, I liked them.
They're good. They're quick.
Yeah, like not because if I remember the original, like the original fights lasted
a little bit longer, not by much, I would say, but no, this was very fast-paced action, and the fight was usually like over very quickly, unless you count the 2 Sub-Zero versus Scorpion fights.
Yeah.
Those lasted a little longer than they needed.
Not too long for Devin's taste.
A little bit. I don't mind them. I like long fight scenes.
Oh, yeah.
It's engaging.
Oh, yeah, no.
But it felt like these were more focused on, and then every other fight throughout the...
Just like quick.
Were quick, just skirmishes and... decided very quickly by the fact that, like, oh, right, I have a superpower.
Yeah.
And I guess with that, we'll talk about the climax fight, which is Sub-Zero versus Cole.
Yeah.
At the start, they're in an ice MMA arena.
Yeah.
Basically, the MMA arena that Cole started in, but now froze over.
Yeah.
And Cole's not winning this fight.
No, he's getting his ass handed from him.
He's putting up a bit of a fight, but it's teetering that Sub-Zero's going to win
Yeah,
this.
you know he needs help on this one.
And then out of nowhere, Sub-Zero gets stabbed through by a spear and the chain, and then it just goes to Scorpion. Where the hell did Scorpion come from?
Yeah, look.
That is something I would like to have a little bit more explanation. Please, in the comments, if you've watched the movie, explain to me why Scorpion just suddenly appears in that fight.
Yeah.
Other than we needed to have the climax Scorpion beats Sub-Zero revenge hit. And yeah, so that fight goes back and forth with Scorpion versus Sub-Zero, and then Cole decides I should help Scorpion because he's my great-great-great-grandfather or whatever.
Great.
He ain't that great. And they work together and basically overpower Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
And thus ends Shang Tsung's attempts at killing the champions before
the tournament takes place.
Yeah. Because our final climax fight are Jax versus Reiko. Jax caves in Reiko's head.
Yeah, which was awesome.
Yeah. Liu Kang versus Cabal.
Yeah.
And Liu Kang turns into, or summons a fire dragon and burns Cabal to a crisp.
Better fire dragon than the Annihilation.
Yeah. Yes, better fire dragon than Annihilation's dragon. Let's just remind everyone of that before you say this is a dumb move.
Yeah.
So interesting one is Sonya gets 2 kills.
Yeah, she
kills Kano.
Yeah.
And because she kills a champion, she gets the champion power.
Yeah.
And then she gets teleported to where Cole and Melina are fighting.
Yeah.
And Melina is about to rip Cole's head off, really. Or bite it off, you say. And suddenly Sonya Blade shoots an energy blast right through Melina's chest.
Yeah.
Quick learner, I guess.
Yeah, I know. I was like, man, she mastered that pretty fast.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. I was like, what's this? Like, how do I activate this?
No time to figure that out. Oh, I guess I just aim and shoot. Awesome. Easiest powers ever. And then Cole and Scorpion beat Sub-Zero. And, Kung Lao cuts Nakia in half.
Oh.
That's such a quick scene that... I don't know if she's an official character. I remember there being a vampire girl, but I remember her being named Scarlet.
Okay.
And I feel like Nakia was one, but she was only in like 2 games.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah, like...
I can't remember every character on that roster. I'm sorry.
No, God. No.
And, yeah. Then Shang Tsung comes in. It's like, you may have stopped my fighters, but I'm going to bring armies next. And Ray just teleports them away.
Yeah, it talks too much.
Yeah.
Love that line.
Great line. And that's basically the ins and outs of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Don't want to spoil the other thing, but...
No, I'm going to leave a few things unspoiled just for people who do want to see it because it is a newer movie.
Yeah.
But overall, like, you've watched the original Mortal Kombat movies.
Yeah, I don't...
Which one, like, would you rank this better than any of the others?
Ooh, yeah, that's... A little bit? But a little bit better?
A little bit better than the first two?
Well, better than the second one.
Okay. I will probably just say the second one is going to be the low tier on the list.
Yeah, I mean...
It's really against the original first one or this new one.
Ooh, yeah, no.
And the new one has a lot of good things going for it. The special effects really sell it better.
Yeah.
Like, if you're here for Mortal Kombat's blood and gore...
Yeah, this is
it.
Yeah.
But if you're here to see the tournament story of Mortal Kombat,
yeah, like that's
the first one's it.
Yeah, because that's the thing. This one does not focus on the tournament. The original did. So
yeah.
You're going to have people who want to see the tournament style.
Mm-hmm. And the first one has a more believable plot, if I want to say that out loud. In that you take Liu Kang, Johnny Cage, and Sonya, who do not believe in Mortal Kombat and supernatural powers that are being presented before them. And they quickly learn that, they're part of this tournament. They're key players.
Yeah.
The only problem is that no one has superpowers except for the villains in that one.
I know.
Yeah. And that's only like Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Reptile, and a few others. Not even all the villains had powers. So, yeah, not a lot in the special effects department.
No, like I said, for special effects, it's this one.
Yeah. By a long shot.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess it also comes down if you like the Scorpion versus Sub-Zero backstory plot. Because the original didn't have that. They were just on the same bad guy team.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's all like what you prefer.
Yeah. So, if I had to say, I'd say this is actually, in my opinion, better than the originals. But that's just because Scorpion was one of my favorite characters. So I did like kind of seeing that they fleshed out his
they
backstory.
included him better than in this one than they did the other one.
He wasn't just some jobber.
Nah. Mm-hmm. That's the point.
Yeah. Anyways, with that though, that's going to be the episode. So, any last words before we end out, Billy?
Mortal Kombat!
Anyways. Devin.
Billy, dig it.
Have a good one, guys, and we'll see you next time.